Hey friends, we're going to do a little experiment in the coming days. I thought this would be interesting, and it plays into that it's not really about the gear, that you are who you are, and it may change what you play, but unless you work on different aspects of your abilities, the gear may not make that much of a difference. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to do about 3, maybe 4, but definitely 3 different pieces with 3 different pedal boards. Those pedal boards may have some pedals that I'm going to share, specific pedals that I'm going to share because I can't, I need those on any board, and it may just be the type of pedal, or it may be the actual brand and pedal itself that gets shared. But for the most part, probably 75% of the boards are different but similar, meaning that there's aspects of that board that relate, all 3 relate to each other, in that the type of effect, the type of pedal I'm using has a similar purpose, but they don't sound the same, they don't respond the same. We'll see if it makes any difference to what I'm playing and how different it makes it. The only constant between the 3 boards is going to be these, which is my Wilson 12 position wah, which I always gotta have that. My volume pedal, my, what is this, who makes this thing? Moyo. Right, you can find these on Reverb, these mini, that's how small they are. I can cover it with my hand. It's actually, my hand is bigger because I got big hands. These are fantastic. The treadle, the draw on these, superior, unparalleled. They feel great. They're small. They're very sturdy. I've got 2 of them. And then the new MS-50G, which I demonstrated to you, shooting out against the Keeley 30 MS to display the doubler. But I'm going to have the 1176 compressor in here, the doubler, a slap echo, and then I may or may not turn on the swell vibe. I also programmed a little bit of a reverb, but that's going to be off as well. That's in case I ever want to get shoegazy, and it also shows how you could get pretty close to the 30 MS, except you got so much more in these things. I love these Zoom products, and this new one has some new features that the MS-50G did not. So that's the only constant. I will play into this first, and then that will go into these other boards. So look for that in the next couple days. I think I'm going to do the first one tomorrow, and the next one the day after that, and then the third one hopefully the day after that. And then I will take pieces of each one, just small pieces that I think are representative of what the performance was, and run them back to back to back and have you vote on it and decide what you think. But I'm guessing there's not going to be too much difference. Again, most of the pedals will be different, but similar in value, if you will, like that they do a similar thing, but aren't precisely the same. In fact, one board, for instance, is going to have 2 of the boards are going to be using the Red Panda Radius because I have slots that I can just take it off one board and put it in the other. The third board for ring modulator, because I have to have a ring modulator on every board, that's one thing I do, it will be the new Warm Audio Ringer Bringer. So 2 boards with the Radius and 1 with the Ringer Bringer. The Radius and the Ringer Bringer are very different. They're both ring modulators. One's a lot deeper than the other, but one does, the Warm Audio does a very specific thing on its own, and there's some cool tricks you can do with that as well, which I will try to show you in these little videos. So, different dirt sections, different modulation sections, some things will be similar, but I'm going to try to make them as different as possible. And you decide whether it mattered and edit that into your own, consciousness of what you would like to do with your music. Hopefully this will be an interesting experience. I don't know what's going to happen, so I need your help. You got to help me figure out whether this is, it makes a difference or not. I'm guessing it won't, but you never know what happens on a different day. All right? So that's the deal. Look out for that. The first one will probably be tomorrow, if all goes well. If not, the next day. It just depends on how much time I have to. I'm finally done producing Hannah's, the first 4 songs of Hannah McCartney's record. So it's going off to the mixer tomorrow. So I'll have a week or 2 to experiment on some more stuff, and let me know if there's anything else you want to hear in the meantime. All right? Cool. All right. Thanks a lot.